Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. Made a quick trip today to one of our local junkyards here in Massawa, so I figured I'd toss a little video together, show you what's out here in the yard. But it's really small, not much to it, but I figured you might have some interest in what's going on out here. So let's have a quick look and see if there's anything cool around. So the main reason I'm out here is because the instrument cluster in B4 quit working. It's just black and then the turn signals just stay on. So I'm trying to see if there's another one out here that I can maybe grab a cluster out of, which it looks like there's a couple. Really nothing too exciting going on up here in the front. A couple of Subarus here and there. I think there is a couple of B4s over here. Maybe one right here in front of me, this white one. But I gotta make sure I get a manual cluster and not an automatic cluster, obviously. That probably wouldn't work like it should. But this one's an automatic. Still has the cluster. It's locked. That's kind of strange. Usually everything's unlocked. But yeah, I mean there's some pretty neat stuff out here, kind of unique to Japan. You don't see these things in the States. These crowns are pretty cool, in my opinion. Most everything's all-wheel drive too, so this is like a Crown Saloon 4 because it's all-wheel drive. Yeah, I'm gonna have a walk around, and if I see anything particular, I'll show you. There's this one bug eye sitting up here at the top. Looks pretty cool. Got some custom zip tie stitching on it in the front. Probably lived a pretty hard life. Looks to be an NA model. Nothing fancy, but you know, maybe somebody would enjoy having something like that. Obviously it's in a junkyard, it probably has some issues, but there's a Miata sitting up there in the top. There's a bunch of Jimneys here and there. I like those. I wish I could find one in good shape. There's another one over there kind of underneath that stuff, but we'll see what else we can get into. Came back here around this corner and I looked down there and it looks like there's a B4 sitting there, so I need to get over there and take a look at that real quick, see if it's got what I need. Made it over here to the B4. Haven't had a look at it yet, but it's kind of funny because there's another one that's buried right underneath it in the snow. So that's a wagon. I'm not sure if it's going to be the same, but there is an Alto right here. Suzuki Alto Works that I thought looked pretty cool. Have a little niche thing, but got a nice little Momo steering wheel in it and stuff. But I'll have a quick peek in the B4 and see if it's got what I need. There's also, I took a closer look at that Miata over here, hanging out on top. I'm gonna look at that in a minute and show you like what exactly these salty roads up here could do to your cars, or really anywhere you're at where it's snowing and they put salt on the roads. It's pretty rough, so let's have a look at this. And it's a big no, automatic, so I guess we'll keep looking. This is actually kind of fun to get to. I'm standing on a mound of melted snow, trying to climb through here, and it's all falling apart. Door high on this one below it. But really not too much going on in here. A bunch of Foresters, and there's another B4 right there. Take a look at that one in a second, and then get over to that Miata and look at that rust image. Frick. Another automatic. Keep trying. So here's that Miata. It's pretty beat down, been picked apart, but if you really get a close look at this thing, I mean, it's got your normal like underbody rust you would see, but as you start moving down the rocker panels, I mean, this sucker is blowed out. Even worse back here. And that's where all that salt starts taking a toll on your vehicles. And I mean, I see people in the States, you know, they're like, oh man, my state won't use salt on the roads to clear them, and I wish they would. No, you don't. I mean, even the subframe on this thing is just flaking to pieces. So yeah, it's pretty rough, but that's why I will not drive my car, the GTR, on these roads here, because I don't need this kind of mess happening to a car that's already prone to rust. But RIP Miata. I'm sure you did somebody well in your day. I'm looking for something else. I don't know why, but I'd really like to have one of these Jimneys, man. I'd really love to build one. I think they look really good when they're dressed up nicely. I'll put a still image of one up here in just a second. But maybe one day, got to make room for it, so keep looking for that cluster, see if there's any more B4s back here. Well, unfortunately, I didn't find a cluster, but I'd show you real quick what mine's doing. Turn the car on. Normally it lights up right there around all the bezels. You can barely see them, it's so dark, but it doesn't do it. And it still shows RPM and speed occasionally. Kind of goes in and out on speed. But yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah, it doesn't light up around each bezel, and then the blinker lights stay on constantly. They still flash, but I mean, I can't hardly see the cluster driving around. It looks easier to see on this video than in person, but oh well, I'll try another place sometime. Again, just super short video. Wanted to show you guys this this local junkyard here in Misawa. Nothing fancy, pretty small. Some of them in Okinawa were this size, but some of them were a little bit bigger, which was nice, and they had, you know, quite a bit of things to choose from. There's a good mixture of cars here, but I figured there would be more B4s than there are. There's more than I mean, honestly, there's more than I thought there would be. There was about 5 of them, but they were all automatics. But I really did expect to see more than that, just because Subarus are so common up here, being that they're all-wheel drive and they're pretty cheap, the older ones. So, but anyway, I'll probably hit up another junkyard here before too long. I'll do another little quick video of that one. That way you guys can see if there's anything else cool there. But I mean, kind of limited here. It's a small rural area, so not much to pick from. I'll probably jump online and buy one if I have to. I just figured I'd get out and check out the junkyard. It's kind of fun to walk around junkyards once in a while. So, but anyway, until the next one, you know, we'll see you then.